Tell us about your summer and kind of how you think you've progressed since we saw you in spring ball.
This summer was very exciting. Very, very exciting. Started off, good break, went home, and our offense all came together as one at the beginning of the summer session. And we really detailed a good plan of how we're going to stay accountable as an offense, what extra work we're going to do. For example, every Saturday, that was not a break Saturday, we all came here with the entire offense, mandatory walkthroughs and film sessions. So that was great. And we also got together on our off time, seeing each other outside of the facility. So those are 3 great things that our offense did. Individually, I was able to attend the Manning Passing Academy, which was a great honor. Got to play alongside great college quarterbacks. Got to talk to the Mannings. Also got to talk to Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia for a while. They were just hanging out in the parking lot next to a truck, and I'm a huge Patriots fan, so I just went up and talked to them, told me a cool story about Tom Brady and leadership in general. So that was a great experience. And
what did you get from the Mannings, talking with them?
The Mannings was great. The Mannings really refined just little things, because the Mannings aren't going to go in there and completely restructure, because these are the top college quarterbacks. So I got footwork advice from Peyton. Eli and Sean McDermott, the Bills coach, they were there, talked about a little bit of film studying technique, how they used, and how Eli, from game week, what he studied Monday, what he studied Tuesday, what he studied Wednesday. And then Bill Belichick told me a couple good stories about Tom Brady and Randy Moss and how to motivate your receivers, because, I mean, even on our team, we have tremendous receivers. I mean, there is a plethora of receivers we have here. I think about 17 on the dot, and all of them are capable to play. So I asked him about that, and he told me a good story. But it was a great experience and a great confidence booster for myself, and seeing that I can belong.
Where was that camp held?
It was in Louisiana, Thibodaux, Louisiana. And they call it the swamp area, and it was no joke. It was hot.
No
it was
humidity,
hot.
huh?
No, I mean, no humidity. It was great weather. It made me appreciate California Memorial Stadium a million times more.
The question is, how many Mendoza burritos did you come back and eat to gain back that weight you lost out there?
Over the summer, I said I've eaten probably 5 or 6 Mendoza burritos.
Nice.
Been in and out. Summer's usually, just talking about the Mendoza burrito, it's usually a downward time for sales just because students aren't here. But still doing good. Supporting the cause, whether it's 1 burrito or 100 burritos bought in summer, still going to a good cause.
One of the best I've ever had.
Yeah, there we go. Appreciate it.
You came out of the spring competition with Rogers, still number 1. And how do you expect the next few weeks to go? And do you have any sense of when they're going to make a final decision on what's going on?
Whenever they make final decisions, that's up to Coach Wilcox, the experts. As I like to say, those guys have been coaching football. Coach Gilbert, this is his 21st year of coaching college football, and I'm only 20 years old. So that puts it in perspective that he's been, all these coaches, Coach Blesh, Coach Gilbert, Coach Wilcox, have been coaching for such a long time, and they see things that we don't see, whether it's footwork, timing, anticipation, and they've been around some real football players. So whenever they want to make the decision, I'm good with it. Each day I'm just trying to get better and better and better and improve my skills. One thing I was working on today was my footwork. Although there was a couple, I still could improve a little bit on other aspects. I was very happy with my footwork. I felt calmer and had a better base to throw. So,
obviously you want to be the starter. Chandler wants to be the starter. There aren't many teams that have done it, but there are a few that have basically alternated quarterbacks. Could you see yourself basically splitting the job with Chandler?
Like I said, it's a Coach Wilcox decision. As long as I'm able to help the team, if that's the most efficient and best way for the team. It is historically, I believe the best teams probably have a single guy to get in rhythm, and I think Chandler would agree with me on that. But whatever it is, I agree with it. I'm just trying to provide the most value to the team. That was a big thing Coach Wilcox talked about yesterday. Said no matter what position you were, I can even go back to my freshman year, freshman scout player. I just try to provide as much value as I can to the team. Last year, fall camp, I was getting 1 rack of practice. I was 3rd string last fall camp, so I was just trying to provide as much value as the team. And as a leader on this team, I'm trying to provide as much value as I can. So kind of that mantra that Coach Wilcox put forward, I'm listening and just trying to do his best.
How much weight gain did you have in the offseason, and strength gains as well?
Yeah, so last season I played at 205, and that hurt me in a couple games, especially in Utah where I subbed out, and a couple games where I just got tossed around. And you might not see it, and a lot of people might not notice it, but people who play the quarterback position, it also factors in fatigue. When you get hit, for me, it's a lot more tiring rather than a 10-yard run and slide. So I put on last year's 205, and then today I was 220. But I put the weight on better this time. End of last year, I was like, oh shoot, I'm getting hurt. Like, I'm not getting hurt, but I'm getting hit. So let me put on a lot of weight. Let me just eat as everything as I can. But going into my idol, Tom Brady, been trying to slowly, month by month, include better habits. Like, first example, after like May, my first habit was no fried food. Then it was try to eat whole foods, like meal prep in my house. Try to eat like sweet potatoes, ground beef, rice, avocados. And then July was try to stay away from seed oils and stuff like that. But just stuff that Tom Brady said in his book. Whether it's a huge difference, to be honest, I don't know. But if it's even this little of a difference, I'm willing to put everything on the line and be a little uncomfortable for lunch or dinner to try to be a better quarterback.
You took a really big shot in the Independence Bowl game too. I mean, ideally, you wouldn't even been back on the field, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, the Independence Bowl was, that I definitely took some shots, and that was also being 205, and also the intelligence. You see, there's great players like near my hometown, Lamar Jackson. Last year he was, I think this year he's skinnier, but he's so mobile and he knows when to get down. And that's something that I've learned a lot through, hey, when to take a sack, when to throw it away, when to slide. Do you really need to go shoulder first when it's 2nd and 5? You have 3rd down with Jaden Ott in the backfield and our great O-line. So there's a couple instances like that, and unfortunately the Independence Bowl, I took a couple shots. I mean, I ended up fracturing my sternum, which was terrible, but yeah, and still like, and my knee as well, but that's in the past and the stuff that I've learned from. I'm happy that's happened last season, so this season I can be smarter with it and really apply it and be a smart player.
How long did it take you to overcome the fractured sternum?
I would say just before spring ball, I was on a different plan as far as weightlifting, just because you don't want to get a bench and get it worse. And the strength staff, they've done an amazing job this offseason. We're about to go lift right now, but the quarterbacks have really done a really nice individual program where it's a lot of rotational power, the base, and I've seen that in my throws. I feel like I can be more stable instead of lunging to my throws. Feel a lot more stable, a lot more rotational and core strength. So that's something I was probably a week before spring ball was cleared.
So about a 3-month.
Yeah, about 3 months. Just, I mean, fracture Sherman is what it is. Not anymore. Good. This guy's all
fully
good
healthy now, huh?
Fully healthy. Yeah, fully healthy. Been a long time.
Good. I think
Thanks,
we're
Ryan.
good.
Thank you guys. All right, good
Thanks,
seeing
Fernando.
you.